The salary question can cost you thousands before you even receive an offer. Not because you asked for too much, but because you answered without structure. What are your salary expectations? Sounds like a request for one simple number. In reality, it tests budget fit, judgment, preparation, and communication under pressure. Answer too low, and you may create a weak anchor for everything that follows. Answer too high without evidence, and the process may end too early. Your goal is not perfect guessing. It is protecting your options while staying credible. Start with the 5 answers that weaken candidates most often. First, using your previous salary as the starting point. That salary reflects another employer, role, location, scope, and moment in time. Second, saying, "I'm open, I'm flexible," or whatever is fair. It sounds cooperative, but gives the employer no clear market position. Third, giving one exact number before understanding the complete role. Early precision is false precision when scope, level, bonus, and expectations remain unclear. Fourth, using your minimum acceptable number as your opening answer. Your decision floor is private. It is not the number to volunteer first. Fifth, explaining your request through bills, family costs, or personal financial goals. Those needs are real, but market evidence and role scope create stronger anchors. Before answering, build a compensation range instead of searching for one magical number. Begin with several market sources, not the first estimate you find online. Titles and levels vary, while public ranges may exclude bonus, equity, or location rules. Compare roles with similar seniority, responsibilities, geography, industry, and company type. Then examine the scope of the specific role being discussed. Team size, regional ownership, complexity, budget, and decision authority all matter. A larger or riskier scope can justify positioning higher within the market range. Next, consider company size, stage, stability, industry, and compensation philosophy. Identical titles can represent very different levels of responsibility and pay. Now define your personal floor from real constraints, not wishful thinking. Review your alternatives, because active options improve confidence and decision quality. Add a risk premium for vague, unstable, unusually demanding, or highly variable roles. Mark every signal low, medium, or high confidence before trusting it. Now turn the research into a 4-part compensation range. Your target range is where you want to land with strong scope and package. Your acceptable range works when other terms reduce risk or add value. Your decision floor is the minimum package you can accept without regret. Your walkaway point is where the opportunity no longer fits your rules. Keep the decision floor and walkaway point private during early conversations. Never open at your floor simply because you fear losing the opportunity. Your public range should be focused, realistic, and supported by evidence. An extremely wide range signals that the research is incomplete. Both ends should be defensible through market data, scope, and total compensation. Now imagine salary comes up during the first recruiter screen. Begin by showing interest instead of sounding defensive or evasive. When details are missing, ask whether they can share the budgeted range. Say, "Before I give a precise range, could you share the budget?" If they still need an answer, provide a researched range cooperatively. Use 5 parts: scope, market evidence, range, package context, and alignment question, based on the scope discussed and the market range for similar roles. I am targeting $120,000 to $135,000 in base salary. Depending on final level, responsibilities, and the full compensation package. Does that align with the budgeted range for this position? The number is now connected to the role, not your salary history. And the answer becomes a two-way budget conversation, not a demand. If their range is lower, do not immediately accept, reject, or reduce yours. Ask whether level, scope, bonus structure, and flexibility are fixed. A lower base may work when the complete package adds meaningful value. Application forms are harder because some fields allow no explanation. If the field is optional, leave it blank and discuss compensation later. If one number is required, use a realistic target or researched midpoint. Then clarify that your final range depends on scope and package. Keep form, recruiter, and interview answers consistent enough to remain credible. Never enter an artificially low number just to pass the screen. Remember, base salary is only one layer of the offer. Guaranteed value includes base salary, fixed allowances, and written benefits. Variable value includes bonus, commission, equity, and performance pay. Lifestyle value includes remote terms, schedule, travel, commute, and flexibility. Growth value includes title, scope, manager quality, learning, and future value. Risk includes unclear targets, instability, vague authority, and unsustainable workload. A lower base with strong remote terms and clear bonus can win. A higher base can lose value through heavy travel and uncertain variable pay. If base cannot move, consider one focus trade-off. Options include sign-on bonus, earlier review, better bonus terms, PTO, or remote terms. Choose the term that reduces your biggest risk or adds the most value. Do not negotiate a random list of benefits you barely care about. Salary expectations happen early, but stronger negotiation follows a written offer. Review every written term before making a counteroffer. Start with appreciation and genuine interest in the role. Then make one specific request the employer can easily understand. Support it with role scope, market evidence, or a package gap. Add a truthful commitment signal, such as being ready to move forward. Clarify unclear bonus calculations, remote terms, and review timing. A concise counter could ask, could the base salary move to X? Then add, if we can get there, I am ready to move forward. Before your next conversation, write 3 pieces of evidence demonstrating your value. Record your target, acceptable range, decision floor, and walkaway point. List compensation terms as essential, valuable, or simply nice to have. Practice one early recruiter response until it sounds natural, not memorized. Prepare separate answers for optional and required application fields. Draft one concise written counteroffer before you need it. When the offer arrives, choose accept, counter, clarify, or decline. The strongest salary answer is prepared, credible, and evidence-based. Build this system step by step with the Salary Negotiation Workbook. It includes range research, compensation tools, counteroffer scripts, and an offer decision matrix. Prepare your numbers before the conversation. Find the workbook through the link below.